Welcome back, my little recusants, to another episode of our Kingdom Hearts Final Mix 100% guide. Off screen, I was getting some more Mithril and Gale and Mithril shards using the kind of grinding method with Bambi and hopping out of the final Heartless Gauntlet before unlocking Final Rest. I've ended up getting a little bit of levels, up to 91 now. So only 9 more levels and we reach the level cap of 100, earning us another trophy. I hope you guys don't mind me calling them trophies. I just was a PlayStation boy nearly my entire gaming life. So it's getting time for me to get used to calling them Steam achievements. But anyway, we don't have very much left to do. Reach the level cap, reach Final Rest, complete the synthesis. By completing the synthesis, we'll have collected all our weapons because Sora has only one weapon left, collected from item synthesis. Same with Donald and same with Goofy. Once we unlock Final Rest, we're basically going to be finishing the gauntlet now. We can then summon the final special Heartless of the game, completely filling out the character section of the journal, therefore completing Jiminy's section of the journal. So we are going to see achievements pop constantly this video. And then once this episode is finished, we are going to be finishing this profile. We're going to be finishing out this playthrough. It's going to unlock Proud difficulty. It's going to complete the game on standard difficulty, and it's going to complete the game on beginner difficulty. All the difficulty trophies stack. We've been playing on Proud mode, so we're going to unlock them all at once. But that doesn't mean that this is going to be over. There are 3 other achievements, one of which we could have gotten done this round, but I was just too lazy and didn't want to load the game constantly. I was finding there was enough random crashes without me adding an extra load variance with me getting KO'd. But basically we need to complete the game without using continue, so without dying and losing continue. We need to complete the game without changing equipment. That means, for Sora, just always having the Kingdom Key, Donald and Goofy never using accessories. And I deliberately chose not to do those in this challenge just because I was like, it's not going to be fun. You're going to not be able to see all the cool stuff we're unlocking, and I just thought it'd be really boring. So yeah, what I'm going to do is hopefully get myself set up with streaming, and I'll actually be able to live on YouTube do little hour-long streams and see how long it takes us to get to the end of the world early. But as you can see, Bambi has been way more cooperative this go round with dropping Mithril, and we're getting Gales. It's been really, really good. So we still have loads of time with him, so let's just try and get some more KOs of gravity. Oh, and unfortunately he goes all invincible. And he jumps again and backs up and becomes invincible again. So unfortunately, no more Bambi time now, but you can see that you do have plenty of time to decide, okay, am I actually going to finish out Final Rest or am I not? So Bambi ran out, and that's with me having loads of all the cheers, all the everything, so you're never going to accidentally, oh no, I've accidentally finished and now Final Rest is unlocked. But granted, we don't have much more to do. It's on its final little sliver. But with that finished, we now unlock Final Rest. The last save area of the game at the end of the world. And the door right before the final boss. But the other secret Heartless, they spawn in this room. So that's why we need to finish up this room first by getting into final rest, and then once we come back, there's a chance for these special Heartless to spawn, and they're their own, you know, like all the other special Heartless, they have a whole way of doing things. But basically, when you go into final rest and the Neo Shadow is there, there are going to be 7 lanky looking shadows in that area with the green floor, and they basically all charge in and do loads of damage. It's wild. But right now I'm like, okay, I just want to check how many dark matters do I need? Have I messed up? Do I not have enough mithril to finish out this this synthesis? And realistically, if I didn't have enough, I would have just, you know, stopped the recording, gone and done more, and then re-recorded knowing that I had enough. But I was lucky I had enough with all the mithril that I had grinded for already. But in just spending all the money we've got, we get a couple more orichalcum, and now it's just the case of looking for stormy stones. Those are the special Heartless, that's fine. But we have mega elixirs now with our Gale, and we can craft loads more dark matter because we have a nice little reservoir of mithrils. But I haven't done it in ages, but this is all the way back when we got GA versions of all our spells. We're able to get the Dream Rod for Donald. And once again, this is where you have to look at Donald and Goofy in their pairs. So Donald and Goofy have their Hades Cup weapon, Save the Queen, Save the King. They have both their Dream weapons in the Dream Shield and Dream Sword. They both have Heartless weapons in the Defender and the Wizard's Relic. And they have both their, you know, Synthesis weapon and the End of the World weapon. All those endgame stuff are all in pairs. The rest is just beating all the tournaments, collecting everything and whatnot. So, but if you've been playing along with me, you'll have all the weapons there. But as you can see now, we have these elongated, very acrobatic shadows, and essentially they have 3 main phases. The first is when all 7, and you see when I killed my first one, we logged it into the journal, and we got those 2 achievements for completely finishing the journal. Very nice, very nice. But the first phase is there's 7 darknesses, and they're all zooming around the place, and then once they get down to like 4, they all start doing these somersaults out of the ground. Now, what I do is when the little portals of darkness appear, cure, because they can't be killed by magic. They have to be killed with a Keyblade swing. But if you cure, you'll actually be immune to the spin attack, and then you're able to, bam, hit them and get them into a combo and KO them. But if you're hit, you get knocked out of the way and they're able to recover too quick and you aren't able to finish them off. But this is their second of 3 phases. So just go around, KO the other 7, but when they're down to only 2, 1 stays in the ground, and then the other hops up, and then when it's down to 1, it comes into the center, and then it starts to try and re-summon the other 6. But because we were able just to KO them very quickly, we've now completely completed Jiminy's journal. All the Heartless elements are in. We've read all the Ansem reports now. But yeah, every Neo Shadow spawns 7, but only the final one killed will actually drop the Stormy Stone. Sometimes you need to go back 2 zones and come back in. So if they ever aren't spawning, just go back out to like around Chernobog and try and spawn them that way. But for the first phase, you're going to want them all clustered together. You can even try using stock magic and then you can combo them a lot. But they will either, whenever they go into the air, they're invincible in that little spinny air thing. And basically, yeah, you want to just, they're going to zoom into either you, Donald, or Goofy. So just keep on attacking away. Now they're into the little jumpy breakdance. So just get to 1, try and like dodge roll or cure. get an invincibility frame, basically, is what you need to do. Unfortunately, that one didn't KO. So now there's 3 left, so you just have to kill 1 more of these, and then they're going to be down to 2. And that's where all the craziness with one of them going into the floor happens. So just track how many are left, then you kind of know what you've to what kind of phase you're about to enter into. So their little portals will move around the place, so just try locking onto them and just hope that you get near one where you can kind of cure invincibly. And now we're down to the one is grabbing while the other is kind of freely moving around. There's only 2 of them left now. So you just need to kill that one and then get to the center of the room, because the one that's been stuck in the floor is now going to come forward on its own and try and re-summon the other 6. So look, now that one's done. This one's going to eventually come out of the floor now. There it is. It's like, okay, I'm here now, and now I'm going to try and re-summon everybody. But we destroy him before that's able to happen. So with enough Stormy Stones, we have now gotten to be able to activate all of our synthesizing. So now we need to just close out and check what do we need for these last couple of ultimate weapons. We need 2 more Stormy Stones, we need 3, so we really needed 5 in total. And then we had enough for Donald and Goofy's weapon. But basically, I want to get all 3 of the weapon collecting ones all together. So while we know we need nothing more for Donald and Goofy, for ultimate weapon we need to forge 2 more dark matters. So that's where that mithril farming came into play. I had to have 6 more to forge enough. And I could even have forged an extra one again if I wanted to. But now just to double check, we just need 1 more Stormy Stone. Or no, 2 more. So, just went back. Got into our fights. Fought the Neo Shadows. And got rid of that last one. And now we're able to forge the ultimate weapon. Now the only task left to us now is reach level 100. Technically only as Sora. There's no trophy. But yeah, we got 4 trophies there. 1 for collecting all the staves, all the shields, all the keyblades, and then 1 for synthesizing every item in the game. So we are flush with achievements today. Like, this is the real endgame vibes, you know, the journal is Mickey Mouse stamped, our achievement list is flush. Now it's time just to max out our experience. And since we picked Nightfall, the amount of experience needed to get to level 100 is 999,999. So make sure Goofy has all of the EXP gaining accessories. And as I say, Donald's Fantasista is amazing. Gives him plus 3 MP. Just not as much strength as Save the Queen. So realistically, Save the Queen is probably better for him. And Ultimate Weapon, plus 2 MP and plus 14 strength. Like, just amazing damage. And like super long length for Sora as well. Really high recoil, so can like counter-attack really well. So yeah, with that beast out of the way, I don't think actually I've ever gotten to the stage where I have synthesized everything before level 100. I think normally I'm just goofing around with all the different side quests and stuff that I rarely have collected everything. But see, that's because I did a lot of my grinding for like 10 hours waiting for all the Big Ben rewards. And so when I was fighting all those Heartless, I was still fighting them at their normal lower EXP rank. Whereas if I was doing all that fighting now, I definitely would have gotten enough EXP from the fact that like they're giving so much EXP now. But for me, I found this loop just to be the most EXP efficient. It maybe isn't, I'm not sure. Maybe second district is more EXP per second, I'm not sure. But I just felt like the wizards give plenty of experience, the dark balls as well, they give tons. And they're quick enough to defeat so long as you don't like let them teleport around too much. And yeah, just keep working away on that EXP, because in the cliff area then, there's actually about like 10 or so green requiems. They all die in one hit, very, very quick to take out. And basically, they give 180 per kill, the little nocturnes. So, like, since you're able to get 10 of them all in like one little clustered area, you're basically getting 1,000 in like a second. You know? And you're getting tons more ethers. Not that we ever are running low on magic now. But yeah, like look, just one quick swing, you're getting like 5 or 6, you know, probably 10 in total. That's another 1,000 really quickly. And you can just hop back into the bamboo thicket and go again. To me, I felt like it was the quickest. But you can really grind anywhere. You're happy listening to the music and, you know, the enemies are quick to defeat. We're after running out of space for ethers now. We're now full. Never thought we'd say that at the very beginning of our journey. Donald getting more strength. And that's the other weird thing. All the characters don't have the same level up. So Sora leveled up to 100 first. But Donald actually takes way more levels to level up to max. But a bit of a delay, so I started to kind of panic. But eventually Level Master pops. Thank God. But then, with a little bit more grinding, we end up getting Donald and Goofy, all of us, to level 100. And that's pretty much the challenge, guys. We just have to go and do the final boss, Gauntlet, that it is. And once that's finished, that's the game finished, and that's all of our playthrough done. That's going to be pre-recorded. The rest is going to be live streams, hopefully. I'll keep you posted on that. But thank you all so much for being a part of this journey with me. You know, it was obviously for the Samaritans. It was like a charity stream, but this game has a really, really special place in my heart. It was one of the first games I ever kind of completed. It was the first game that like really made me interested in like franchises and like waiting with bated breath for like the next one, and like playing Chain of Memories on the Game Boy. Like, it's the music, the story, everything. I loved it so much. And as I say, thank you all for supporting me along the way. Hope it's been a good bit of guidance for you guys in especially these kind of last few episodes where it's really been like super bosses and getting the grinding done for items and things like that. But yeah, now that we're finished up, Goofy's going to be getting his late game items. And other than that, guys, that's going to be me. I'll see you next episode for our final bosses with our maxed out stats. Thanks so much for everything. Hope you have a good one. And I'll chat to you next time. Bye.